There's something here!
What the hell is this stuff?
Sand?
What does this mean?
It means nothing. It means that your son is diabolical. Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown and back again with another episode. This is episode 25 called Silence. Now we did actually already watch this and I tried to record it. Unfortunately, the whole system froze up and we lost the recording. So now I'm starting over again. And I'll talk about the episode at the end of it because I have some words. Anyway, again, they give us a description that sounds exactly the same as the end of the last episode. It bothers me. I really wish they would give me a little more detail. And it is raining outside. Hopefully the system doesn't crash again. The funny thing is that it was not raining at all when it crashed. The power didn't go out or anything. It just stopped working. It looked like it was going. It just completely froze up. And then I couldn't do Control-Alt-Delete. It didn't do anything. I tried going on the actual laptop and doing it. It didn't do anything. Anyway, let's get started on the episode. And I'm trying not to move with the intro this time. I don't know if anybody cares about that. And there go my feet are going. I really do hope they expand on this at some point, because really, yeah, we can tell it was something happened when he was a kid, but
Ryusaki, is something the matter? What's wrong?
and it's called Silence, which should have been my indication as to some of the stuff that was going on, but I was very clueless when I watched it the first time.
Can you kill someone just by writing their name on a piece?
I've never tried using it like that.
Do gods of death love apples?
Our internal organs have already degraded. We do not require sustenance.
You're finally free to leave headquarters on your own, but even when Misa comes to visit,
I'm not in the mood for love or anything else right now.
Because you don't actually love her anyway.
no.
Yeah, this whole episode seemed very different from a lot of the other episodes. It was weird.
I need you to punish them for me. Misa, let's create a new world together.
And like anything that was going on, I had to like literally wait until it was actually happening before I got what was going on. I was so clueless.
Tell me everything. If I forget what you say, yes, you'd tell me once again.
And this, when I first started seeing it, I thought it was like she was doing something for that company that she got a contract with. But no.
There were 16 deaths just yesterday.
Do you think this could mean that Higuchi wasn't necessarily Kira?
It's safe to say that Higuchi was the one killing criminals until we apprehended him.
Yet another Kira.
Oh man, not again!
Another Kira's appeared? What's going on here?
It has to be Misa.
These killings began as soon as Misa was free, didn't they?
Ryusaki, he's still going on about that?
Right.
This started as soon as Higuchi died.
I suppose you're right. The Shinigami insisted that it didn't know, but if someone were able to kill, it's not impossible. But there's that rule. 13 days. That's the only problem.
Even if we don't plan on publicly acknowledging the notebook, the least we can do is execute the killer.
If they admit to killing with the notebook, they'd receive the death penalty, or life in prison at least.
What are you thinking, Light Yagami? Making Misa kill again? You're truly disgusting. Light Yagami is certain that I will do anything to help Misa and save her life. The only way for me to save Misa is to write Ryuzaki's real name in my notebook. If I kill Ryuzaki, it would mean that I deliberately lengthened Misa's life, and I will die as well.
Think about Misa's happiness.
He is truly despicable. And this was like, I was like, what the heck? They just put it on there. Then they put it on there again. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's like the normal middle thing, except they put the end thing in the middle instead of the normal.
I wonder if some of the descriptions are intentionally to throw you off, so they don't give you anything more than what was at the very end of the last episode. You get no real information about the coming episode, because this was definitely not about what it said.
Well, it was related.
Distantly, in my opinion.
What are you doing, Ryuzaki?
I'm not doing anything in particular, it's just... I hear the bell.
The bell?
Okay.
The sound of the bell has been unusually loud today.
Do the bells have some symbolism, or is it just based off that
I don't hear
scenario we saw at the beginning when it looked like somebody must have died in his life? And
I'm pretty sure it's memories.
right.
I wonder if it's a church.
Funeral.
I'm sorry. Nothing I say makes any sense anyway. Tell me, Light, from the moment you were born, has there ever been a point where you've actually told the truth?
I do admit I stretch the truth here and there. It's just aren't made to be perfect. I always made a conscious effort to be careful not to tell a lie that could hurt others.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Let's go back inside. We're both drenched.
Yeah, he definitely seems depressed. Of course, he's seemed depressed a number of times, but particularly so now.
I mean, what did you expect?
You're right. Sorry.
What are you doing?
I thought I might help you out.
Look, it's fine. You don't have to do that.
I can give you a massage as well. It's the least I can do to atone for my sins.
Hey!
You'll get used to it.
So I'm taking it he spent part of his childhood growing up in a Catholic orphanage or something like that. But then again, Wattery seemed to be there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm thinking that it was like a school, like a Catholic school or something, and his parents died.
Right.
Because it feels very much Batman-esque.
It does. And there are definitely a lot of countries where the public school is in a religious setting.
Parting ways soon. Yes? I understand. I'm on my way. Come on, let's go. It seems like it's all worked out. The person who will write in the book is a criminal scheduled to be executed in just over 13 days. If he's still alive after writing the name, he'll be pardoned. If we work this out, the entire case will be solved.
Data deletion? What the hell's going on?
I told Watari to make sure that he should erase all information in the event that something were to happen to him.
If something were to happen, everyone, the Shinigami.
I was really not expecting this, and this really made me upset. I did not like this episode because of this shit. And I know he'd been talking about killing him and having the Shinigami kill him, but yeah, I still wasn't expecting it. And Talon said they didn't even remember.
I knew this was supposed to happen. I just didn't remember it. And I looked up when it happened, and it said that it happened, and I'm like, I don't remember this.
I liked L. I wanted him to stick around. And while this whole thing was happening, I was really hoping that he was just like staging it, that it was made up.
Hey, Ryuzaki.
Because he seemed like he always suspected, and even when things were going a certain way and he was kind of giving in a little bit, he seemed like he suspected that it was still
We're gonna
light.
die! Wataru, Ryuzaki, it'll be us!
Yeah, I think it was that he knew he couldn't really convict Light. He had no proof that he could really show.
Right.
But he knew, like he
knew
could
it was
tell.
him. Yeah. And the way he was acting on this, I suspect he knew he was going to die. Like, he's been talking that way. Like, whenever he gets to a point where he thinks that it's likely, his behavior changes a little bit. And that one time he actually told them, yeah, if I die in the next few days, it's fucking Light. And then this time he's like doing this weird washing Light's feet and standing out in the rain looking all depressed.
There's something here!
What the hell is this stuff?
Sand?
What does this mean?
It means nothing. It means that your son is diabolical.
Light. Let's do this for them.
Yeah, but aren't we all gonna get killed?
If you're afraid of dying, then leave the investigation.
Hearing you say that, you sound like Ryuzaki.
Because he gets to mirror Ryuzaki's characteristics, because much of their characteristics are similar, but he seems to be much more psychotic.
Rid of everything in my way. I am the god of the new world.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if someone died and then they like tried to bring them back, like defibrillation or something.
Right.
Would the notebook just keep them dead no matter what? Or would there be a chance of bringing them back?
Don't know. Would it work? Yeah, this episode was like, it seemed very different from a lot of the others, which obviously it was, but also pissed me off. I really did not like that they killed Elle off. I like Elle, and even though some of the characteristics of Elle and Light are sort of similar or reflections of each other, I still like Elle better than Light. Made me very frustrated, very upset.
Yeah, I think the reason that I don't remember Elle dying is because I've seen like live action movies of it, and every time Elle either dies at the very, very end or he doesn't die at all. I think that sort of influenced the order that my memories were in.
Mm-hmm.
The previous Kira that worked for the Yotsuba group or whatever, I sort of had the memory of him looking through the folders for the other guy's name sort of in place of Light looking for L's, and so I thought that that's what would happen, but it's not.
And it definitely looks like they're going in the direction of Light basically taking over as Ryuzaki, which appears to be just part of his plan that he had in the first place. And that irritates piss out of me too, but he can get away with it, at least for a while, because some of their characteristics are very similar. Anyway, I'm sorry this was not a fresh reaction. Unfortunately, I just couldn't rescue the video that didn't ever get completed because of the system crashing like it did. And that's all I got for you this week. I'll see you next week. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.